Abraham Miao, Bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Bowlin in South Sudan, arrived at our little parish in Webster through a series of events that could only have been orchestrated by God alone. Bishop Miao came to our parish to share his personal story as one of the lost boys of Darfur, and to begin a relationship between South Sudan and a newly formed non-profit organization called South Sudan American Friendship and Trade Association, or SAFTA. Two members of our parish, Bowlin and Bob Kubiak, are members of the SAFTA board, and they brought Bishop Miao's story and the needs of his country to our parish, thus beginning a cascade of events that we hope will forever change the course of this infant country's future. SAFTA's approach to helping this new nation involved encouraging trade between U.S. businesses and the people of South Sudan. Their motto, trade over aid, was meant to demonstrate that though it is vitally important to help those in need now, assisting them to establish their own means of support was also vital to the longevity of the nation. Unfortunately, the decades-old war between Sudan and now South Sudan have left the nation greatly scarred. It lacks bridges, roads, schools, banks, businesses. It has been difficult to get American companies to risk going into this still war-ravaged area to help rebuild. Out of that setback was born a new idea, and the establishment of a for-profit organization whose mission it would be to help establish the infrastructure within this newest nation on the planet at the grassroots level, taking it out of the hands of government and somewhat out of the hands of folks who have tried to help in the past. This new organization is called Asosius. And Asosius, the word is, or the name I should say, is kind of a blending of two words, one English word, one Latin. A being the English word, and partner, which is Latin, Asosius, which is Latin for partner. This organization, we hope and pray, will take microfinancing to a new level and link the parishes of our diocese, not just our church in Webster, but all of our parishes, along as well as other serious investors, into a chain of support for the people of South Sudan. The land there is fertile, people want to work, and there is a great deal of opportunity. So briefly, the investment concept goes like this. Individual investors or parishes, the mission outreach committees from your parishes, provide any amount of money they choose to Asosius for investment. Asosius purchases American-made hand tools, seed, etc., which are then shipped to the Diocese of Bowlin. Bishop Miao and his diocesan priests personally select South Sudanese to receive the items and to begin to use them for farming. So having Bishop Miao and his priests involved in this is wonderful, because it allows us to have constant communication between us and the people of South Sudan through the bishop and his priests. Now, once harvested, the goods are taken to market within South Sudan. Right now, the people of South Sudan have to go to Kenya and other countries to buy certain things because they just don't have the ability right now to farm and do business on their own. After a prescribed period of time, the farmer will then return a percentage of the profit to the original investors, that's folks here. Those individuals and parishes can then decide to either keep the profit or, hopefully, reinvest it in South Sudan or any other mission project of their choosing. Now, Jamie and Bob and and a gentleman by the name of Franco Major, who is also one of the Lost Boys and a member of the board. And myself, we brought this concept to Bishop Scruton last April with a request that he provide a letter of endorsement to every clergy person and parish in our diocese. And he was endorsing the work that we are trying to do through Asosius. He agreed to do that, and hopefully you all received a letter probably around the end of July describing the work that we're doing. And in the letter, Bishop Scruton explained that members of Asosius would be contacting the parish clergy to request a time to meet with their vestries to provide a detailed outline of the investment plan and how they can participate. So parishes will begin getting calls from Jamie and Bob very soon. I'm also a member of the board of directors of Asosius, and I'm also available to answer questions regarding the work of this organization. Now Jamie is here today. Where's Jamie? Oh, he's taking my picture. Jamie's here today, and he has a table over yonder with some items that we are also selling to support South Sudan. We also have a few copies left of Bishop Nial's book, Lost Boy No More. I highly commend it to your reading. It's a quick read, but I tell you, it's one of the most moving things I've read in a very long time. So I commend that to you, and all of the proceeds for anything that we sell today or over the weekend goes directly to Bishop Nial and his work in South Sudan in his diocese. So please stop by the table when we have a break to talk with Jamie and to learn more about our mission. Now we've all heard this Chinese proverb, and by the way, it is not in scripture, it is a Chinese proverb. Give someone a fish and they eat for a day, teach someone to fish and they eat for a lifetime. We're pretty familiar with that. Asosius is attempting to put that proverb into action in South Sudan. People need food, clothing, housing, healthcare, education. We all know that. Our goal is that they also come to know the joy and benefit of having all of those things independently and for a lifetime, not just once. Thank you.
As speakers coming up, I've been asked to announce that any youth delegates that are here are welcome to go with Jill, who's waving her hand there. If you wish to go join with Jill. You are